everybody. Welcome into the channel today. My name is Sherry. If you're new, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome back. It's been a long time since I've done a live video. Welcome into the channel today. My name is Sherry. Obviously. So I just wanted to come on live today, do a little chat with you guys, catch up, say hi. A lot of my YouTube friends I haven't seen or even chatted with in quite a long time. And I thought if anybody comes on, I'd catch you up with what I've been doing, what I've been going through, see what you've been doing, So anyway, it's just a casual, let's chat, say hi, catch up, and maybe meet some new friends. You might hear Max in the background digging, hopefully not barking too much. We'll try to keep that under control. I am in my backyard. It's a beautiful spring day, and the birds are singing, my fountain going. Yeah, I just thought it'd be a great day to just hang out. I'll probably hang out about a half an hour or so. Took me a little while. I tried to come on about 11, but the gardeners were across the street finishing up, and then I had to refamiliarize myself, no Max, with how I could go live. No barking during the live stream. So yeah, I haven't been live since YouTube took the ability away to do so if you didn't have 1,000 subscribers. So rather than dealing with the streaming apps and stuff, I just decided not to do lives. It's kind of a pain. But we'll wait and see if anybody hops on. Nothing major here, just casual. Excuse me. I just thought it'd be a great day to come on and see who joins us. Schools are back in, so maybe a lot of people that are probably working, which is fine. I know kids are back in school in a lot of places. I know my grandkids are back in school this week, so things are back to normal. Really don't have a topic to talk about. I was just going to fill you in on, I've done a number of videos in the last year, but not as many as normal. And I finally hit my 1,000 subscribers, so that's why I'm able to go live, and I thought it would be fun to do so today. So yeah, we'll wait and see if anybody comes in. If not, we can just listen to the birds, listen to the fountain. Hopefully Max doesn't pester us too much. I'd like to do I'm bleeding on my heel. I was putting in potatoes the other day in my garden, and I backed into some concrete and gave myself kind of ripped the skin off there, and just noticed I must have bumped it again because it's bleeding. But yeah, I'd like to maybe do a live stream once a week. We'll see. Might be kind of fun when we're out on adventures and camping. Depending on where we're at and if I get any service, I can also live stream from remote places, which would be really a lot of fun. I think that's a great way to bring you right into where we're at, because you can see it real time, which I think is pretty neat. So it says I got a couple watching. Nobody's popping on yet. Don't forget, even if you don't chat, give me a like. Give me a thumbs up. That helps the YouTube algorithm. No, but I was thinking if these live streams, like maybe let's talk Tuesdays or something. Tuesday's a good day for me to go live in the morning because I don't have other commitments. So that is actually a good day for me to go live. But we could discuss topics. We could discuss books if we wanted to do that. So it's just a lot of options on ways we can have live chats, and I always like to have audience participation too, which really helps, and comments in the comment section on ideas is really helpful. Do you see Max? You might see Max bopping around. He's down here kind of laying in the sun and chasing whatever it is he chases. The wind was blowing a little bit ago, but it's not too bad right now. So I think we got kind of lucky. So we are in my backyard, and it's a nice kind of a little shady spot right here. Tried to find the best angle so that we wouldn't get blasted with the sun. But what are you gonna say? I remember what I was gonna say. Squirrel. Oh, I know what I was going to tell you. I was going to ask you if you've gotten any gardening done. Do you live in an area where you can start some gardening? Spring is just now springing here in California where we live. I've got some seeds started. Tomatoes, peppers, eggplant, cucumbers, summer squash and winter squash. And some kohlrabi, which is it a German radish, I think? Or no, a German turnip. I grew them last year. They were really a lot of fun and really good too. Some of my herbs are popping up. You can come up. Come on. You want to come sit with me? Come on. You can come sit. You gotta be a good boy though. Let's see, what else did I put in? Potatoes I mentioned. I have some volunteer sunflowers coming up from last year around the edge of my garden along the fence, which I'm really excited about because I was out of, I didn't have any more sunflower seeds unless I went and bought some. And I saw a whole bunch of volunteers pop up. So we're just going to let those grow. I've got some volunteer potatoes popping up. So I gather there might have been a few last year that we didn't get picked. And they just re-sprouted. My cilantro's finishing up. It overwintered, but it's starting to bolt now because it's getting warm. And I've got a little tiny patch of Swiss chard that is doing okay, and it'll be all right for a little while. It's not quite as heat sensitive as the cilantro, but it will eventually get pulled out, and I'll replant, I'll reseed in the fall. I'll do my lettuce, my Swiss chard, my cilantro, all those things that like the cooler weather, and then they overwinter real nice in the garden, which is a lot of fun to come out and pick when other things aren't growing. But mainly it's just my tomatoes, my heat lovers that I've gotten started. And I've decided one section of my yard kind of is a new rose garden that I'm planting in the front with a bench. And it's got kind of a slope down to the street. Well, I've decided that would be a good place to put my winter squash, because I grew my winter squash in my dedicated no-dig garden last year, which it grew really good. If you've seen on my channel, I have videos of it and pictures. But it took up so much room that I wanted a different place for the winter squash this year. So I'm going to do it on that little slope down. So my whole garden, front and back, is just going to be kind of a potager garden this year, which is more just edibles and flowers and herbs all together. So I will mix in some of my summer squash with my perennial gardens, and I'll mix in some herbs. I'll mix herbs in my vegetable garden. Oh, I did plant seeds of wildflowers, pollinators in my vegetable garden as well. And right behind me, this is sort of my shady garden. So I have trellis. You can't see it right now. Right here is some honeysuckle and some jasmine, star jasmine. More honeysuckle at that end, and then all my perennial hostas pop up, and they're all coming up right now. So I'll fill this garden bed in with some shady, although it will get more sun this year because a couple of trees next door were cut down, but it still does get the morning shade from the fence behind me, as you can see. But I will probably be adding pansies and some shade, more shade-loving type annuals. And I've got some shady wildflower seeds I'm just going to toss in here, cover them up with a little bit of mulch, and just see how they do. I mean, they'll either go or they won't. So, yeah, that'll be my garden this year. Conglomeration of edibles, perennials, herbs, flowers, some annuals, not as much, but I prefer more perennials that come back. And so that's kind of the story of my garden. I've got a little rose bush right here next to the herb garden that I'll plant some flowers around. He's a little mini rose that I put in last year. And a few more pots for color. And then my front porch, which we'll do, maybe we'll do a live out there when it gets a little hotter, because that area it's full shade. So this time of year, I am back here a lot in my backyard garden. Well, when it gets hotter, I am out on my front porch a lot because it's full shade. It does not get any sun on the overhead structure. So out there I do shade-loving things. I do, we get too hot for pansies in the heat. They get leggy whether they're in the shade or not. But I do begonias, gosh, I can't think of all the names of the impatiens. A couple other things I can't remember now. Anything that loves the shade, I put pots on my front porch. So it's real pretty, it's real shady and real cool. When it's 100 degrees out, that feels really good. But that's good for the garden. I'm keeping it pretty simple for me. Because we plan to do a lot more camping this year. Number one, because my health is a lot better. And number two, because we plan to camp a lot. So I like all of my stuff to be pretty easy maintenance. My front is all on automatic watering system and drip system for some of it. And as is my back, it's either on a drip system or a sprinkler system, which makes it real handy for going away for 2 or 3 days at a time. I can get by with that. So yeah, and I'm okay if nobody hops on. I haven't done a live in forever, so I just thought we would hop on and see. I have gotten a lot of new subscribers, so maybe we'll be able to meet 1 or 2 of them here and there. Even if you watch this on the replay, please comment down below in the comment section so that I can welcome you in. I will go ahead now that we've been in a few minutes and just give you a little bit of back story on me so that you kind of have an idea of my channel, where it's been, where it's going. I started my channel 4 years ago, and it really, my intention when I started it was to be a lifestyle channel, just to kind of bring you along on things that I do, like gardening, camping, fishing, cooking, crafting, all of that stuff. Then I sort of swung a couple years ago into more of a planner video because I got real immersed in the planner community, which I still am, and I've made some fantastic friends in the planner community. Um, I hadn't done as many planning videos in the last year. Um, I am a breast cancer survivor of, what was it, 9 years? 8 years last year. And then right on the heels of the pandemic, the end of 2020, I started to get sick, and long story short, took them a few months to get me diagnosed, but I lost a lot of weight that I wasn't trying to lose. Um, in about 4 to 5 months, I lost about 50 pounds, had a lot of abdominal pain, and so they finally, between biopsies and my oncology team and everything, that I was still real active. No, Max. Oops, hold on just a second. I've been real active. I was a late stage breast cancer patient to begin with, so they still kept a real close eye on me all these years later, and we did regular blood work and regular tests and scans and things throughout the years. But with this situation last year, they finally determined that it was stage 4 metastatic breast cancer that had gone to the lining, the inside of my abdomen. And so from January to about May, when they finally diagnosed it and got me on treatment, I was extremely ill and really couldn't. I mean, I did things, but I wasn't really focusing on my channel. I was focusing more on just doing what I could in the garden for mental health purposes, really, at the time. And of course, my family and my grandkids. And so my channel sort of stalled out a little bit there for a good majority of 2021. And as far as camping, we took our trailer out right before I got diagnosed. We took our prior trailer out, but then I got really sick and we had to come home the first night after the next day. And we never did camp after that, and we sold that trailer in September and ordered our new one. So last year I didn't do any, camping videos or videos of my trailer or anything because we just didn't go. I didn't get my fishing license last year. I was just pretty much sick all year, and then we started treatment in June. They started me on an oral chemo treatment and another treatment called an aromatase inhibitor, which is a common post-breast cancer treatment regimen. Does that sunshine feel good, sir? So anyway, I was able to sort of get back on track a little bit toward the end of the year with my channel, starting it, back up again, but just to show you how it changed our lives. Like I said, we went the one night last year in 2021. Well, we ordered our Geo Pro, we downsized our truck, we downsized our trailer, which we're super excited about, and we love it. It's a Geo Pro 19FD of 2022, and we got it in January, ordered in September, got it in January. And we have been, this current upcoming weekend, we're going to take a trip with friends a couple hours away to a place we've never been. They've been there before, but us, for camping. And it will actually be our 5th outing, 6th if you count our shakedown weekend when we bought it. So we bought it in Carson City, stayed in Minden at Carson Valley Inn for a couple of nights just for a shakedown. Make sure the gas was working, water was working, no leaks, all that usual stuff, the batteries, everything that you have to check. So that actually, if you count that, this will be our 6th trip out, and we're only in April. So that just goes to show you how much we usually go out, and I'm excited about doing a lot more adventures with you guys around here coming up. we did a adventure video, and I put a video together on it. It was in the Buttermilks here in Bishop, California, but there were some things I wasn't happy with. Then some of the footage I got lost, and some of my GoPro footage was having a hard time getting it transferred onto my computer. And then yesterday, I had a bad flare up yesterday. It's the first time in, oh gosh, probably over 6 months that my stomach flared up, and I basically spent the day on the couch. Went to bed at 6:30 last night. I couldn't eat all day, except for a little bit of magic soup, which is wonton soup that my husband picked up for me on the way home from work. I had a little tiny bowl of that. Then I went to bed at 6:30. Well, about 1 o'clock I was wide awake and starving. So I had another bowl of magic soup, and that's what I'm gonna have for lunch when I get off this live today. But I feel much better today. It's a much better day. I'm still taking it easy. I have to go do the dreaded bill pay after I do my live and have my lunch. Because they're not going to pay themselves. We know that. But there's not much. Just all paperwork to catch up on. And tomorrow I pick up my older 2 grandkids from school, and then our youngest grandson, no, not our youngest, our second youngest grandson has baseball practice tomorrow. We're going to go watch. And I have to grocery shop tomorrow, and then Thursday I have to get ready to go camping. So I think I'm going to try to take you guys along on a video on how I plan my camping trips and how I set up my trailer for camping and the main things, some of my favorite things to take, some of my must-haves, things like that. So we'll do that probably Thursday if I get my shopping done tomorrow. That way I only have to really take care of all the errands and chores in one day, and I can spend Thursday just getting ready to go packing. I think I'm gonna make the kind of community dinner on Friday. One of the couples, they don't go until she gets off work, and I thought it would be nice if I did like a community. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do chili beans or spaghetti. I probably should text my husband, and because we're going with a couple of his coworkers. And either way, it really doesn't matter. It's just as easy for me to make. I'll make it in my big Dutch oven. I'm usually the main can't cook anyway, but I'll see if they would prefer some spaghetti or some chili, because either way is pretty easy. And then Saturday night, everybody can kind of fend for themselves, but we thought since the other couple wasn't getting there till later, it'd be handy to have just a big dinner ready for everybody to go. Maybe some, if we do chili, I'll probably do chili and cornbread. If we do spaghetti, I'll do spaghetti and garlic bread, and maybe get a couple of bag salads or something. But I'll let you know on that when I do my Thursday getting ready to go camping video. But yeah, so that's what I wanted to just kind of bring you up to speed on with my health and what was going on with me last year. I really wasn't active in a lot of the YouTube things that I usually am, just for that reason. But things are turning around, and I see my oncologist. I get another biopsy in May, and I see my oncologist in May. So we'll sort of reassess at that point whether the treatment is working, which the last biopsy, it was working. There was still cancer, but it was working. So we're going to reassess this time, see if we just still need to stay the course, if it's still there, and stay the course and keep on with the treatment, or if they see something different and they want to stop treatment. I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it, but that's not till May. So so I just kind of thought I'd bring you up to speed. And then with the movie channel, I'm just going to continue to do what I like to do. And so I've renamed my channel a couple of times. It was Black Dog Designs because that was my YouTube, my crafting, my candle making business. Then we really got interested in doing more adventure videos when we take our Tacoma out for the day, when we go camping. And I wasn't sure if that name would be more suited to what we're doing. But it is also a lifestyle channel. So it's one thing I've always struggled with was really what would... Oh, I forgot to put my jewelry on today, except my watch. I've thought about changing it a little bit more to Black Dog Adventures and Lifestyle, just to sort of round out that it isn't just adventures. It's a little bit of both. One of my favorite things to do is to cook in my camper or cook when we're camping. So that's a lot of fun, and I really enjoy doing those videos as well. I hope to get a drone. That's on my list. I think I have one in my, it's not in my cart on Amazon, but it's in my save for later. It's not a real extravagant drone. I want to start out with pretty much a basic drone that has a camera, just so I can get used to flying it up and getting some video, and I don't want to crash an expensive. Gosh, this place we're going this week would be a lot of fun for a drone. I don't know if I'd get it by then. Maybe when I eat my lunch I'll check and see, but I doubt it. I doubt if I'd get it by, we'd have to get it by Thursday because we'll leave Friday morning. So I'll probably stay on just another maybe 5 minutes. Nobody's hopped on yet, so I don't want to make this too long. But I just wanted to let you know that I do enjoy doing live videos. I find them a refreshing change. You don't have to edit them, which is nice. You don't have to edit because the editing process is very tedious and long, and then half the time they still don't go the way you planned, or you lose them, or they don't want to upload, or whatever. But I mean, I'll obviously continue to do many more videos that I will edit and upload, but I'd like to incorporate more live streams, at least one a week. And another thing that I've got to get back on, because I sort of wavered a little bit from it, I think when we started getting more busy with camping, because we've gone every other weekend, we're either going by ourselves or we're going with friends, is I am taking a Skillshare class, and I've chosen to take it in videography and cinematography. So I'm really having a lot of fun with that, and I want to get back to that. So we can talk more about that in future videos, future lives, or maybe we can share what we're doing in Skillshare. If other people are doing Skillshare videos, it would be nice to hear. But other than that, let me know if you caught this on the replay. Leave me a comment in the comment section so that I know that you watched. If it's easier for my subscribers or my followers to have a scheduled live, so that you know if I'm going to go live, say every Tuesday at 11 or 10 a.m. or whatever it happens to be, whatever, you know, we kind of settle on, because I include you in on these decisions, because that's what I'm here for, is to talk to you and to share with you and hear your stories. And I want it to be convenient. Obviously, I can't please everyone. That's not going to happen and make a perfect time. But if I can at least get a little core group together that would like to meet once a week and do a little live chat, that'd be fantastic. And so I think with that, I'm going to leave you. I want to thank you all. I want to thank all my subscribers, whether you were subscriber number 1 or 1,000. I want to thank you for your support, your continued support. I want to welcome all my new subscribers. I've had a lot of new subscribers in the last several months. I hope you're not too confused as to what my channel is and is about. I think if I change my name to Black Dog Adventures and Lifestyle, that might round it out a little bit, because to me lifestyle includes whatever I'm doing, whether it's cooking, gardening, planning for a camping trip, taking you along on a camping trip, taking you hiking, taking you fishing. To me that's lifestyle. Other people's lifestyle is going to be different, but that's what I do. So that's what you're going to see on my channel. Please introduce yourself in the comment section below. If you are coming in on the replay, and say hi. I try to answer all my comments. The only ones I don't answer are going to be the ones sometimes finding comments on YouTube and YouTube Studio can be a challenge. I've had times where I've seen a comment, I know I've seen the comment, and then I go back to find it and it's nowhere to be found. So I do my best to answer each and every comment, each and every question that you put out there to me. So please leave a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and I hope to see you. I'm going to maybe just throw it out there and say we're going to do maybe a Let's Talk Tuesday, Tuesday mornings. If there's a good time and you'd like to sit and chat with me, and any topics that might be of interest, let me know. But other than that, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this live right now. I'll see you guys in my next video. Take good care. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Thanks for watching. Love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.